Hey there, fellow benefit recipients. Breaking news that's going to impact millions of Americans. We're looking at one of the biggest Social Security raises in recent history. Before we dive into all the details about these massive changes coming to SSA, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits, if you want to stay updated on the latest benefit news and never miss an important update, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this vital information that could affect your monthly payments. Have you been struggling to keep up with rising prices at the grocery store? Wondering if your benefits will finally catch up with inflation? Well, I've got some news that might help ease your worries. The Social Security Administration has just announced a significant cost of living adjustment, COLA, that's going to put more money in your pocket. But exactly how much more will you get, and when will these changes take effect? Let's break it all down. First, let's talk about why this raise is happening. With inflation hitting record levels and everyday expenses soaring, the Social Security Administration has been forced to implement one of the largest increases in benefits in decades. This isn't just a small bump, we're talking about a substantial raise that will affect Social Security retirement benefits, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits across the board. But what does this mean for your specific situation? For Social Security retirement beneficiaries, the average monthly payment is set to increase significantly. If you're currently receiving $1,800 per month, you're looking at a notable boost to your monthly check. But here's what's really interesting: the maximum benefit amount is also increasing, which means if you're at or near the maximum benefit level, you could see an even bigger jump in your monthly payments. The question is, how can you make sure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to? Now, let's address something that's been causing a lot of confusion: the payment dates. Many of you have been asking about whether these changes will affect when you receive your benefits. The Social Security Administration is maintaining its regular payment schedule, but there are some important details you need to know. For SSI recipients, did you know that when the first of the month falls on a weekend or holiday, you actually get paid on the previous business day? This is crucial information that could help you better plan your monthly budget. For SSDI beneficiaries, your payment date is determined by your birth date, and this system isn't changing. But what is changing is the amount you'll receive. The upcoming raise means that if you're receiving SSDI benefits, you'll see a noticeable increase in your monthly payment. But here's a question many people aren't asking: how will this raise affect your other benefits if you're receiving multiple types of assistance? Veterans receiving VA benefits, you haven't been forgotten. The VA is also implementing increases to various benefit programs. Whether you're receiving disability compensation, pension benefits, or other VA assistance, you'll see changes in your monthly payments too. But do you know how these increases might affect any other federal benefits you're receiving? This is where things can get a bit complicated, but don't worry, I'm going to explain everything. One aspect that's particularly important to understand is how these increases might affect your Medicare premiums if you're enrolled. While you're getting a raise in your benefits, Medicare Part B premiums are also subject to annual adjustments. Have you considered how these two changes might interact? The good news is that in most cases, the benefit increase will more than offset any premium adjustments, leaving you with more money in your pocket. Let's talk about SSI recipients specifically. The federal benefit rate is increasing, which means both individual and couple benefit amounts are going up. But here's something many people don't realize: some states provide supplemental payments on top of federal SSI benefits. Have you checked whether your state offers these supplemental payments? This could mean even more money in addition to the federal increase. For those receiving Social Security retirement benefits, the raise isn't just affecting current beneficiaries. The maximum taxable earnings limit is also increasing, which means if you're still working, you might be paying Social Security taxes on more of your income. But here's the silver lining: these higher contributions could lead to bigger benefits when you eventually retire. The question is, how can you maximize your benefits under these new limits? Many people have been asking about retroactive payments and whether they'll receive any back pay for the time before the increase takes effect. The answer depends on your specific situation and the type of benefits you receive. Did you know that in some cases, you might be eligible for retroactive payments going back several months? Understanding these rules could mean the difference between getting just your monthly increase or potentially receiving a larger lump sum payment. Something that's often overlooked is how these benefit increases might affect your eligibility for other assistance programs. If you're receiving SNAP benefits, Medicaid, or other income-based assistance, Will this raise put you over the income limits? This is a crucial consideration that many people don't think about until it's too late. But don't worry, there are important protections in place that might help you maintain your eligibility for these vital programs. Let's discuss the practical aspects of these changes. When exactly will you see the increase in your payments? The timing varies depending on your benefit type and regular payment schedule. Have you marked your calendar with your specific payment dates? Understanding exactly when these changes will take effect can help you better plan your finances and avoid any surprises. For those receiving multiple types of benefits, the coordination between different programs can be complex. For example, if you receive both SSDI and SSI, how will these increases affect your total monthly income? There are specific rules about how these benefits interact, and understanding them is crucial to ensuring you receive everything you're entitled to. But have you considered how these changes might affect your reporting responsibilities? One question that comes up frequently is about taxes. Will this benefit increase affect how much of your benefits are taxable? The answer depends on your total income and filing status. Have you thought about consulting with a tax professional to understand how these changes might affect your tax situation? Planning ahead can help you avoid any unexpected tax bills down the road. For VA benefit recipients, there are some unique considerations to keep in mind. The VA has its own cost of living adjustment system, which often mirrors Social Security increases but can have some important differences. Are you aware of how these changes might affect your specific VA benefits? Understanding these nuances can help you better plan for the coming year. Let's not forget about survivors' benefits and dependent benefits. These are also increasing, but the calculations can be a bit different. If you have dependents receiving benefits based on your record, or if you're receiving survivors' benefits, do you know how these increases will affect your specific situation? The details matter, and understanding them can help you make better financial decisions. Here's something many people don't think about: how these increases might affect their long-term financial planning. While a bigger monthly check is certainly welcome news, have you considered how to make the most of this increase? Could this be an opportunity to start saving more, pay down debt, or adjust your budget in other ways? For those who are still working while receiving benefits, there are important considerations about the earnings limit. This limit is also increasing, which means you might be able to earn more without affecting your benefits. But do you know exactly how much you can earn before your benefits are reduced? Understanding these limits can help you make better decisions about work and benefits. The impact of these benefit increases extends beyond just the monthly payment amount. For example, did you know that these changes could affect your eligibility for certain Medicare savings programs? Understanding these connections could help you access additional assistance with healthcare costs. As we wrap up this discussion about the upcoming benefit increases, remember that staying informed is crucial. The Social Security Administration and VA regularly update their websites with important information, but do you know where to find the specific details that apply to your situation? Making sure you have access to accurate, up-to-date information can help you make the most of these changes. Before we conclude, let me remind you that if you found this information helpful and want to stay updated on future benefit changes and important news, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We're here to help you navigate these changes and make the most of your benefits. Have any questions about these upcoming changes? Drop them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to help you understand how these changes will affect your specific situation. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your benefits. Stay informed, stay prepared, and make sure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to receive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more important updates about your benefits.